Hey, Rafsan. I'm the first person here. Yes, sir. Well done. But I can't stay here to watch. Oh well, that's okay. I'm glad you said hello on the chat and left a like. And thanks for being part of the channel now. Thanks for being part of the Brick Therapy community. So awesome, Rafsan. Thank you for supporting the channel and just saying hello in the chat and leaving a like. We've got Tavaya. Tavaya says we got pizza. That's perfect for a Friday. We've got Tommy, of course. Tommy being my go-to mod, especially on these kind of, you call them night owl live streams that I've been doing lately. It just seems to work out really well on my schedule. So I'm just grateful for all you guys that can be here. Justin Jago, thank you for being here. Tommy says 4 minutes. I know. Did I sign on? I signed on a little bit ahead of time, but you know what, Tommy? Gotta, I guess, take advantage. Time is a precious resource, and so why not get on when I can and make the live stream, I guess, go a little bit into overtime, I guess, for that case. So welcome to the live stream. I almost finished this set, the Hogwarts Astronomy Tower. Here it is, and it's kind of in sections down here on the table. But we were getting to the part where it was looking really interesting, obviously with the finished last level here with all the spires and the window and the curved turret there. Maybe the cloisters, you know, that kind of walk around here and kind of look outside. And then you got like, like an astrolabe or something, astrolabe, but some kind of Harry Potter trinket. The dorm room, very cool. Desk area, which I forgot the books fell out on the floor. I gotta find those things. They're probably still on the floor. And then finished all the minifigs, 8 great minifigs here. And of course, Harry Potter's there with the cutting scissors in the back. He's not the head guy. And my favorite there is this Ron dude with the greenish turquoise sweater and the awesome like drip hair from like High School Musical. So all looking very cool. So I think the only thing I have left perhaps is one little tip here, which you can probably see, of the tall spire here, the last tip up here. And then I can connect it to the bottom level, which is looking very cool. Got some also very cool accessory builds in there on the inside, like Lunar New Year kind of tree. I don't know. So, and then, yeah, and then connect everything. So it actually looks like the picture here, which looks like a very legit Hogwarts castle structure. So let me finish that and then let's see what's next. Gotta kind of combine the builds today. So I got this one to finish up and see what's next. Tommy says, get it done. Yes, sir. Tommy says, picked up 9 new sets today. Like and subscribe. Psh! Wow, Tommy, 9 new sets. Where did you get those? And it sounds like you got them in person. So what sets are we talking here? Very cool. How fun is that? So welcome to the Friday live stream. For those of you that can join in the chat and be here for a little bit to say hello. And it looks like, it's actually a couple fun little builds here that are left. What looks like maybe a telescope or, yeah, a double lens telescope. Very cool build. Very fun side builds. Not only the structure of this Harry Potter astronomy tower, but some really, some really cool fun side builds. The pieces are all small, but I'll kind of show it off as I go along. So this is the start of a telescope with a lot of cool colored turquoise or that sand green and kind of gold color look to the build. And we'll see what this telescope looks like here. Just kind of combining a lot of pieces. So if you're into modulars, especially, if you like modular builds, then I think this is a set. These Harry Potter sectional Hogwarts castle sets that you can get that would make up the entire Hogwarts castle structure. Like if you were to build up the mid-scale, micro-scale Hogwarts castle, which is way over there. I've shown it a couple times. That one right there. Then that whole thing would represents a bunch of these sectional builds, which is this one here. And you could probably see where the astronomy tower is in that one. So yeah, a lot of fun things there. FGT is here. He says, "What's up, Brick Therapy?" Psh, what's up, FGT? Very cool. Thanks for being here, you guys. Yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe. Let's get some likes. Let's get up to double-digit likes this time. And if anything, leave a like for Friday, right? Fridays are just the best, right? You get your weekend, you get to enjoy maybe just hanging out, like me being a night owl here, you being a night owl if you're watching me. I guess it depends on your time zone. So Rafsan, he's already well into the afternoon of the next day, way over there in Bangladesh. But here we gotta enjoy the evening moments here. Oh, okay. So I got all these little gold type pieces to make this, I guess, telescope. I don't know. What does that look like to you? It looks like a start to a telescope of some sort. A lot of cool pieces. I guess, you know, if you ever wonder what to do with all those little extra pieces that are left over, this is an idea. Of course, you need some of these pieces that can clip together, not just single stud pieces. Ah, okay. And then okay. So this way, I think I was holding it this way. It didn't make sense. But if you turn it this way, then you see the two telescope pieces right there. And yeah, probably the eyepiece, this thing right here. Very cool. And this goes on the top where the scroll looking thing is. Oh wait, I had another crystal piece here. A lot of these cool crystal pieces that go into the telescope build. I think. Just make sure. Does it just snap in there? Just make sure this works. Okay. So put this in and voila, we got another accessory build. Okay. Got another accessory build of the telescope there with the green and red looking crystal / lens. Looks very good. And the Friday build, finishing up the Harry Potter set, 7569. Talking Lego eventually here, talking more Lego details. Tommy said he's got 9 new sets. We've got FGT here. We had Rafsan greet us. We had Justin Jago say hello. We had Tavaya, who's got pizza. Sounds like a making of a good Friday night over there, Tavaya, if you're still here with us. And FGT says, it's my last weekend before going back to school. Winter break went by too fast. But it sounds like you got 3 weeks off there, FGT. That's kind of nice. But yeah, it is hard to start over, especially in the January cold, depending on where you are in the country or in a winter zone, depending where you are in the world. So yeah, that is the trade-off, right? It's fun to be on break, but then it's really hard to go back after, especially Christmas. Those are the hardest. I think the harder part too is like going back in the winter and starting out in the cold, and the days are short, like the daylight is shorter and all that stuff. It makes it quite a challenge. I don't know, summer break, maybe not as bad, depending on, you know, of course, if you don't like school, that's one thing. But if you like school a little bit, or, you know, you see friends, then you get into a nice routine though. And then you feel the optimism come back as you get closer to spring. And then you got spring break, FGT. Spring break around March or maybe early April, I would assume. So that's kind of cool. All right. Well, hopefully some Brick Therapy will help you cope through this end of winter break. Look at that. That looks so amazing. I love that. It's such a thin build. And I was saying, you know, that even if you weren't able to get a modular, get one of these type of sets. This I love this. This looks so cool. Love the build. Love all the structural pieces and all the accessory pieces combined, one level after another. So leave a like for the Harry Potter build. Just for that, it's so cool. And this makes me think, you guys were mentioning the hospital wing. I think the hospital wing would be another part of the series of these sectional builds. I think this, having built this up, this will be so fun to add. Okay, and so now, or add the hospital wing to this collection here. So now I combine all three of the structures together. So there we go, they have the tower part built, and then the main entrance right there. I'll combine all this together, and then we see this build in all its glory. And you get quite a lot of, I don't think I skipped anything else. You get quite a lot of accessory pieces here. Let me just scoop these up so I don't lose them. But yeah, all these accessory pieces. Oh my goodness, these look so good. Or these are gonna be great to have, especially because I think you get a couple of these extra, and I think I'm missing a couple of these type of antenna from my Hogwarts Castle build, the microscopic Hogwarts Castle build. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna drop these on the floor. Just a ton of Harry Potter accessories, diamonds, single stud gold pieces, antenna, all that good stuff. So put that in the Tupperware here, and if one is in need of any extra Harry Potter wands, magic wands, got those too. All right, Tommy says, let's see, I asked him, I said, what did he get? Hey, Amy, welcome, Amy. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Tommy says, I got the TIE Bomber, the U-Wing 2026, the AT-AT Walker, the Mandalorian and Grogu speeder bike, Spider-Man and Ghost Rider, Planet Express, Lego Bob, and Fighter are just some of what I got. Love it, Tommy. Well done. Those builds are gonna be so fun. I think we've got a couple of those. We got the Lego Bob Microfighter, and maybe that's it. I don't recognize the rest. Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. I don't know. Is that a new one? Maybe we have that one. But yeah, I definitely got the Lego Bob. That one was a fun one to build. We did a little review on that one too when was that? Last spring. So yeah, very cool to see that. FGT says, got some of the new Ninjago Blacksmith set. Is already my favorite set of the year so far. If you haven't, I suggest picking that one up. Oh wait, let me read that again. The Ninjago, yes, I want to get that one, FGT, the Ninjago Blacksmith set. That one's hard to get though, I think. Did not see any there, says Tommy. Okay, so yeah, the Ninjago sets were cleared out when we went to the Lego store last weekend, or no, weekend and a half ago now. So here we go, the astronomy tower looking good. I'm gonna combine and attach this to the rest of the build. We got that random YouTuber here. Welcome back, you guys. Glad to see you here in the live stream. Leave a like as you join in and say hello in the chat. I assume if you're saying hello in the chat, you don't mind leaving a like. I would appreciate that. You know, get us in the algorithm, help us with connecting more with other Lego community friends out there. Hopefully friends of Lego anyway. And oh, there we go. I was trying to see where this connect. Okay, so this connection here, this connection point here connects to the astronomy tower. And there are the two pins right there. And a very light piece. So, whoops. Very light piece. So, or light build, I should say. Not light as in easy, but not too bad. And look, nice connection. Whoops. Nice connection. There we go. And then the greenhouse connects on the other side. So it's actually a pretty good contained build. I was thinking it was a little too, or just 3 separate builds, and you kind of just move them around the way you want, and there's no like solid structure. But yeah, there we go. That looks really impressive actually. And I can lift it up easily because it's connected by Technic pins. But that's the interior part. That looks really good to the astronomy tower. Can't complain. Look at all those rooms. You got an office room, maybe for a professor, a dorm room, a spell room, a astronomy room because you got the astronomy tower, some telescopes, a meeting hall, entryway, and a greenhouse. Not bad for an astronomy tower. And then I think this side build just goes outside the front, you know, at snack time. One of my favorite parts of the build, a chocolate tower using classic space radar dishes, you know, a few in brown to be like a chocolate fountain. That's just a fun build. And then you get the cool 8 minifigures with this set. So there you go. This is a retired set. I'm sure you could find it. I don't know how much it would be now, but yeah, there we go. That's a cool build. Now, what to do next? I showed off Hey Hey. This is one of my Christmas gifts, and it's kind of a fun, colorful build. I'm not sure if I should do that, but I'm kind of on a Harry Potter theme right now, and I wanted to continue with these sectional builds, and I have one other. So I don't know if it necessarily, well, I think it does. Let me show that one to you, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Since we've got Harry Potter on our minds here, and darn it, I had a flashlight so I could see some things better, and I must have not put it on the table here. Well, that's gonna be annoying, but let me get this other set out and see what you guys think. Let me catch up real quick with everyone. So, got some of the new Ninjago Blacksmith set. Is already my favorite set of the year, says FGT. That is so cool. Tommy says, Ghost Rider is new, $10, and Mandalorian and Grogu Speeder Bike are $10 new sets. That's definitely good. That's very affordable. FGT says, oh yeah, I heard about the Ninjago sets being cleared. Didn't expect that. To be honest, last year getting the new sets was so easy, but either way, I pre-ordered, so it was fine. Very cool, FGT. Thanks for telling us about your guys' haul. And yeah, I was just saying that I'm sticking with my backlog because, I don't know, I have not been able to, I've just been holding off on new sets for a while now because especially with a buying frenzy. I don't know, after Christmas, actually a little before Christmas, but especially after New Year's, I should say. After New Year's, it was crazy. The amount of, I'm just gonna wipe the camera off here. The amount of, I don't know, consumerism going on, but people were clearing out the shelves of Lego. And all the expensive sets, it didn't matter. People were buying, you know, with a vengeance. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, so sticking with the Harry Potter kick, let's do this. Another retired set. This is 75953 HoloWorks Whomping Willow, 753 pieces. I can handle this, but I like sticking with this theme of this stonework kind of gothic looking structure here, and got a tree with the Harry Potter car caught in it. No doubt a highlight moment in the story. And if you know this story, if you're an expert on Harry Potter, please let me know. But we have, oh my gosh, we have Argus, Filch, Severus. Oh, we got Snape in this one. We've got Snape, we've got Seamus, Finnegan, Hermione, of course. We've got Ron and Harry, a little bit younger in this version. They're the younger versions here, but there they are. We got Snape, Argus, and all the younger versions of Ron and Hermione and Harry Potter. So this is got 2 regular size minifigures with the 2 teachers and then the 2 professors of Hogwarts, I think, head wizards. and then the 4 minifigs with shorter legs being a younger version for the characters of Harry Potter. And so this is in the 759 series. Is that the same as the other one? That one, let's see. This one is, yep, 7569. This is 7553. So we just built the astronomy tower. Let's continue the Harry Potter theme with the Hogwarts Whomping Willow. When these sectional sets were coming out, I was thinking they looked really cool, and let's try and get one. So I don't know which one I got first, actually. This was a while ago, but the astronomy tower I had my eye on for quite a while, and it was on sale for about $80. This was on sale at Walmart for $40, and this was a few years ago now, and I'm glad I jumped on the moment to get this one, because both these sets are retired now. I think similar set right now is the hospital wing. Let me make sure that is true. Is it part of this same line of Harry Potter sets in the 759 series? So if I look up Harry Potter Hospital Wing, is that true? I think it is. It definitely has the same box art, same structural, okay, no. So the Hospital Wing is a 764 series, but I think, anyway, it's all part of the same kind of Hogwarts castle compound. But of course, you guys, if you know more, you can definitely enlighten me on that. FGD says, yeah, I heard about it. Pre-ordered the sets. You have great builds to do. It says Tommy. FGT says, I also got the Lego Sonic Racing set since I've been in love with the game lately. That's kind of fun. Yes, you are right. Math. Is it Math or Matthias or Matt? They are short-legged. That's the better term. The short-legged minifigs for this set right here. These guys. Yeah, sometimes the short leg ones still have the bendable legs. Sometimes they just stand straight. I only like the minifigs with normal legs. Yeah, so the easy part is you can switch them out, right? Because, well, we have extra minifig parts. We've gone to the Bricks and Minifig several times, so I can switch them out with regular legs. But you know what? For the price of this build and the overall look, it's still fine. Henry, hello there. Psh, welcome, you guys. Thanks for being here, saying hi. Don't forget to leave a like when you join the live stream and join us in our Lego discussion. We'd like to talk about all things Lego, collecting Lego, building Lego, Lego sets, Lego news, Lego releases, and Lego mocks or Lego modifications, family friendly, of course, and what all our projects are that we're currently working on here. So I'm gonna start with the Whomping Willow this time and get a little preview of what the other side looks like with the tree and the interior part of the build. And this will be fun in this series of these builds for Harry Potter. And these stone structure builds look so cool. Kind of, obviously, I wonder if I went on Rebrickable, what you could come up with these type of builds. And it's kind of fun. I saw, not Harry Potter, but somebody posted a Rebrickable version of the gingerbread AT-AT, which I thought that was pretty cool. Turning it into what was it? Turning it into like a TIE fighter, or basically a gingerbread version of Darth Vader's TIE fighter. So, of course, very cool to see that. Tommy says short leg are there because they are kids and the price is very high on the minifig now. Yes, I bet too, since these are retired sets, you want to keep the integrity of the minifig, so like the original build. So, but yeah, if you want to modify it, by all means, you can add regular size legs. I guess they look kind of funny without they would look kind of funny with the little kid face and torso with a regular fig build. But then, you could say they're becoming teenagers. Oh, some more of these stone structure stickers, but it's got a cool sticker here with the hanging banner there and of the house. And then looks like some of the, what would those be, of the teaching staff as well. You know, I don't know Harry Potter that well at all, I should say. And then, yeah, some more texture stickers for the wall side or the wall pieces. So let's get into this. Is two instruction books. Two instruction books here. No QR code for 20 bonus points on these. So I guess this came out before all this was happening. This must be more of like a 2018 set then. Some of these Harry Potter builds were out for quite a while. They don't retire as soon. And so this set has, where's the box? This set has 700 pieces, maybe a little bit more of that. 753 pieces. We got a little dusty. That's how long it's been in the backlog. 753 piece set. And let's see. $753 piece set, and it's like we got, all right, got bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. Want to guess how many there are? It's only 700 pieces. Bag 4, and to round it off, bag 5. Okay, so we got 5 bags total. 4, 75953. The Hogwarts Whomping Willow Set, 753 pieces, 2 regular minifigs, and 4 minifigs with the short legs. So, yes, got them all. The short-legged minifigs, as Math pointed out. Yes. Okay, so there we go. I'll leave that kind of, I don't know if it's in view very well, but I'll do that. And let's start with bag 1. Finish the astronomy tower, and it's just fun to build and share with you guys. Thanks for being here. Chris Vick. Chris Vick, the time traveler, is back. Welcome back, Chris Vick. I don't know if any of you guys, hey, Chris Vick, you were probably here. Maybe Tommy, you were here too. What happened to Matt is Alive? He disappeared on us. Hasn't been in the live streams for a while. I miss his grand entrance with his rhyme and everything, but that's okay. I'll find a time zone where I catch all you guys at some point. Thanks for the 10 likes, you guys, and for being here as long as you can to say hello and talk Lego, and then check in and build and share in the conversation about Lego. And I don't know if I've seen, I guess it goes with that car. That color blue is really cool. Kind of a royal blue or a princely blue, maybe a baby blue color. But trying to think, maybe with the Lego Movie 2, I've seen that color blue before. But it stands out to me as being pretty unique. And the best part is, my friends, I don't have too many of these, so I'm glad. The very much prized brick separator. So that, whenever that was introduced into Lego collecting, was an important moment in Lego history. Because I remember when I got my first sets as a kid, to try and, if you made a mistake on a Lego build, and especially if you put 2 plates together and you wanted to separate them, that was either ruining your fingernail or the Lego or both, or your teeth. Kids not making the best decisions with how to separate Lego, or trying to get other Lego pieces to take it apart. But now we've got the brick separator, which works out really well. It really helps with stickers too. So high fives, yeah, high five, Chris Vick. I don't remember if I gave you a high five. Chris Vick says, I just found your stream, got no patience building Lego, but I enjoy your build. Hey, thanks, Chris Vick. Yeah, I'll do the building for you. I don't mind. And yeah, just feel free to join in the conversation as you want. Looks like we're starting off with a couple minifigs of the short variety. We've got Little Harry Potter, and yep, these are the short leg minifigs, but they don't, the legs don't move. I know, I think I've come across short fig minifigs where later on they did give them movable legs, but not in this one. So we got Harry Potter from this set, and Harry Potter from the Astronomy Sour set, all grown up. So there's your contrast. Whoops, there's your contrast in the two Harry Potters. So now we got two Harry Potters, one little, one big. All right, that's kind of fun. I'll add them to the stand here with this set having 5 minifigures, and the other short leg minifig we got building up here. If I can find the legs, there they are. This one is a more jovial looking person. Is this Ron? He's got the nice drip. Yeah, here's Ron. So we got Ron, still with the nice drippy drip hair. There's little Ron, and there's older Ron. They look cool too. All right, so got a younger version and older version. That's kind of fun to compare the two. And man, this is the workroom where I just drop things. So get Ron back, recover the Ron. And all right, I think for the beginning of this build, it's the car. So that'll be fun to show off here. So yeah, thanks Chris Vic for saying the build part is what you enjoy, just listening and treating it maybe like a easygoing podcast. That's always fun. So yeah, I'm gonna give, you know, with the shortage of sets available, when you look at what's on the Lego website, everything's pretty much back ordered, all the big sets. So people were buying up lots of Lego the last few weeks. Christmas was just a warm-up apparently, because the big sets after New Year's were just being swooped up, and I guess there was a lot of gift card money, or hopefully not scalpers just kind of buying up everything. I don't know. Or I know I've heard John Powell, when he joins us on the live stream, he's just saying it's simply Lego not making enough of the product already, and so it's a forced or maybe a false shortage of Lego sets when they could theoretically make more, but they're not doing it. So I don't know what the case is, but it does create a fake panic, and hopefully people don't give into the FOMO of they need a certain Lego set right away, and therefore they buy the scalper prices, which is, you know, they're being marked up when the sets aren't even retired yet. So there's no need to do that. It just requires patience. It's a lot of work, says Chris Vick. Yeah, the scalpers, away with them, basically. Chris Vick says, I watch a video this afternoon how Lego was made. Oh, very cool, Chris Vick, like a factory kind of documentary thing. Tommy says, I like the $10 sets. Yes, I think that's one of the things I pointed out a few times, like especially for if you're just into Lego, then, you know, a more reasonable approach is collecting Ninjago Lego sets, or I guess Lego City too. But yeah, you get more for your money when it comes to like those little $10 sets, especially Ninjago. You know, there's some, I think we got one Ninjago set because it came with 4 minifigures, and it was and then the $10 set was actually discounted even below $10. Hey, Bernardo's back. Psh, welcome, Bernardo. Saying hello. Very good. Lots of laughs. Next Lego will make a Taylor Swift set, Chris Vick says. I'm sure Taylor Swift would have some say on the licensing there. That's for sure. Bernardo says, what are you making? Oh, right, Bernardo. Glad you asked. So we finished one Harry Potter set here, the Astronomy Tower, which looks so cool. I held it up to the camera earlier. And now And then here's some of the minifigures. And now, since we had another Harry Potter set in this same similar series, we're gonna build up this one, the 75953 Hogwarts Whomping Willow Set, which I think was probably one of the first of these type of builds, or type of series of builds. These, you know, sections of the entire Hogwarts castle. And then this one just proved to be irresistible, because I like the build of these, and then they end up going on sale for a pretty significant discount. And I think this one I ended up getting for, I think it was like $50 or $60, hovered around there. And then it, right before it was retired and completely out of circulation, Walmart had it on sale for like $35, and that was a no-brainer for me. FGT says, we got to teach these Lego scalpers about stocks so they stop taking up these Lego sets. Oh, that's a good point, FGT. Chris Vick says, my Target stores don't do trading cards anymore. I was upset because of the scalpers. Yeah, they just, in a way, I don't necessarily blame that type of, you know, way to make a buck, because I guess there's just enough people who are so desperate they'll spend any type of money to get a set. But yeah, FGT, you make a good point. I don't know, do we need to teach the scalpers about stocks, or the people who are buying at scalping prices? You don't buy at the high end of the market, right? You buy low, and then you sell high. Come on, don't give in to the panic, especially the FOMO. But you can't control that. You know, the simple answer, I guess, is to say, when a Lego comes out with something you really want, a new set, and you've already planned on buying it, just get it on the release day. Like, you know, and it's kind of fun, I think, and it's not too bad. Just order it online and get the set right away. Of course, that's one way. The other way is just to be patient, and if you really want the set, when a series of production line comes out, buy it then. Just chill. Hey, Mythic is here. Psh, welcome, you guys. Good to see you. Chris Vick says, maybe if Lego and stores sell their stuff high like scalpers do, maybe they will stop. Yeah, I guess that's just kind of the market forces, right? The free market forces, you know. You sell a set at the price everyone's willing to pay. The only thing is, it's a false indicator, or a false impression of the higher prices, because the scalpers are probably competing for a smaller group of people who are paying at these high prices. Or maybe it's scalpers buying from other scalpers who think, oh, you know, I'll pay double the price now because somebody's going to pay triple the price. So it's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, Tommy, good point. Keep it family friendly. Thank you, Tommy, for being the mod. So that's the challenge. I'll buy. I don't know if I often buy a Lego set the moment it gets released to begin with. And it's kind of like, I've said this before, it's kind of like the iPhone phenomena. I don't think that iPhone phenomena is there anymore. But you know, when the first iPhones were out, people were like waiting in anticipation. It was a big deal to catch the promo that Apple would do to advertise their next iPhone and have a big community event, and stream it online or on the internet or whatever. And they got people all fired up for the iPhone, and then you go buy the you see people on opening release day go line up at Apple stores, or hear about people line up at Apple stores, and to get the next series of iPhone. And just ridiculous, because there would be scalpers there too. People would buy, or there'd be scalpers that would buy, I don't know, 2 or 3 extra iPhones and then sell them for triple the price or more. I don't remember what the first iPhones were like price wise, maybe around $300 or $400, and then people were paying $1,000, and then it became the norm to sell iPhones for $1,000 and so on. Just crazy stuff like that. So yeah, don't that part has kind of faded away with Apple. I don't know. I wonder if it'll happen with Lego, but Lego's become kind of the new thing for, it seems like a lot of people, not kids, a lot of older collectors to get into that crazy pricing and buying frenzy. Hey, Pirate, welcome back. How's the work life going? He says, morning from Atlanta, Georgia. Just got home from working 10 hours, I think, a 10-hour shift. I have to work again today, 2 to 10:30, and then I'm off Sunday. Nice, Pirate. Hope you enjoy that day off, man. Thanks for saying hello in the chat and leaving a like. Always good to see all you guys. Familiar names. I would say familiar faces, but for you guys, for me, you see me as a familiar face, but for you guys, I see the familiar names. Chris Fix says they need a Barbie Dreamhouse Lego and Betty Crocker oven Lego set. That'd be interesting, Chris Fick. There's no way they're gonna do Barbie Dreamhouse though, because Lego has its own set or theme for competition for that with the Friends sets. I don't think the other toy maker would license them to do that, but that's why they did Friends. But yeah, you were thinking the way they would market it to girls, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, I'm in Kennesaw, Georgia. So Chris Vick, we got two Georgians, two good Georgian peaches. Tommy, giving the high fives to everyone, love it. FGT says, I remember seeing some videos where a lady would pay a guy $1,000 for his place in line to scalp the iPhone, only for it to be one per customer. Isn't that crazy? Yes, I don't know. I think it reached its peak probably around the iPhone 10 or so. And then I don't know if the momentum died there. I don't hear the excitement anymore. Plus all the competition has caught up. There's mid-range phones and everything. So maybe that could happen to Lego in that sense, right? Because a couple of you guys have mentioned there's, competition for brick building sets now, modular builds. There's other companies, Fantasy, Lumi Bricks, Mold King. Little Lego's joined us in the chat a few times and mentioned that. So yeah, maybe that'll change the hype. But those are all out right now, and the hype is not changing. It's crazy. Pirate says, I wouldn't be able to go to bed without saying hello to my favorite YouTuber person. Love it. Thank you, Pirate. You have a good rest, my friend. Thanks for joining the BrickTherapy23 live stream and saying hello. As I let me just hold it up again if you guys sign off. This is just a great build. Love this astronomy tower. It's so cool to hold up and show it off. The box art and the picture make you think it's gonna be, oh, that's so cool, and then sometimes the picture is better than the reality, but the reality is this set is really cool. Doing my best to turn it around without dropping it. And yeah, the interior part of the build. If you are someone who's like, I would love to build a Lego modular, but they're too expensive, consider one of these sectional builds from the Harry Potter series of sets. We're talking about high-priced Lego. This is still, fairly pricey, but the Harry Potter sets go on sale. And, instead of spending $300, spending more like $90, and then they go on sale, and then you get even a better deal for a modular type experience, in my opinion. So yeah, very cool. Let's see. Chris Vick says, what about Wicked? They have done that theme. For sure. Mythic says, hello, Tommy's here. A lot of work, yes. Silly Bird, I knew I saw Silly Bird there. Welcome back, Silly Bird. Hello. Leave a like, of course. Chris Vick says, did they ever make a Wizard of Oz Lego set? Yeah, it's kind of a mixed theme right now with Wicked and Wizard of Oz. And they, several years ago, they did, I think they started with doing, the collectible minifigure series. They did a series of, I don't know if it was just Wizard of Oz, but they had the Dorothy the Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow all in a CMF series. And yeah, now they've done Wicked. They have an Emerald City set out right now, actually, too. From if you look on the Lego website, I don't know if I've seen it at the Lego store, but yeah, there's definitely those themes. Silly Bird says, I just recently built the new Lego Ninjago blacksmith set. Let's go. That is one that we've all been talking about, and you have it, Silly Bird. How fun is that? I assume it was a pretty fun build. Pirate says, that's awesome, and you're doing it fantastic enough to be blown away from your amazing job. Thanks, Pirate. Yes, this is definitely, if this was a job that paid me, that would be cool too. I'm just enjoying the community and talking about Lego, that's for sure. Tommy, triple thumbs up, love it. Yeah, Pirate says it's creeper to get knocked off Lego. So building the car here, and part of the set, let me just update again, 75953, the Hogwarts Whomping Willow Set. The blue car, it has a name, doesn't it? It has a description to a name. I just saw it on here when I was looking up the hospital lane. What? The Enchanted Flying Ford Anglia. Okay, so we're building the Enchanted Flying Ford Anglia. That is definitely quite a name. And lots of pieces to this. You can kind of see my table. This is all this chaos right here is going to become the Enchanted Ford Anglia. Lots of those blue pieces and gray plates or singular plates, starting with some cool black headlights. Not a Speed Champions build, but a pretty fun build nonetheless. And I always think, you know, depending on Lego, what type of sets would be fun to build. The car ones always seem fun, but I don't really want to buy those. But now that I'm, you know, you slowly put together any of these car builds, and again, it's just fun. You know, when we got Lego City sets, some of the favorite sets we got were the a firehouse set or a fire station set and a police station set, and you always got to build a police car or a fire engine. And again, just fun builds. A lot, you get to, you know, see all the detail that goes into the shape of the car, and especially this for this Harry Potter set with this Ford Anglia. What's it called? The Enchanted Flying Ford Anglia. Already some cool little back fender lights there. It's going to be a fun build. There's several versions of this, and it makes me interested in a couple other Harry Potter sets. You can buy a bigger version of this car, but there's also the Hagrid and Harry motorcycle. There's a couple versions of that. One big fig kind of version that I want to get at some point. So the list is long for Lego to add to your collection, but Silly Bird talking about the Ninjago blacksmith set, got that built up. That is so fun. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, Tommy, for the reminder. 15 likes already. So thank you for those who've joined and said hello. I know not everyone can stay as long, but I really appreciate that. Thanks to Tommy for being here as the mod. And now, Alexandria. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, Alexandria. We finished the astronomy tower right here. Such a great build. And now, staying with the Harry Potter theme, I figured I'd do one more of these, the Hogwarts Whomping Willow set. So that's what I'm working on now. And then Alexander, since you've asked me at one point, would I get the hospital wing set, you know, building up two of these. This is what happens though. I'll pick a theme build and go, yeah, I'm gonna get another one of those. Such as when I was building Assembly Square, I'm gonna get another modular. I wanna get that, I still do, that Natural History Museum. But then, you know, you take stock of all the excitement, all the sets that you say you want to get, and it's like, okay, well, slow down, right? Slow down, Turbo. We gotta moderate what we can get. But yeah, the hospital wing set would be fun to have, nevertheless. So I'll just put it on the wish list, add it onto the wish list, the favorites, or however you want to describe it. You are not too late, Alexandria. You're a mod is never late. He or she arrives exactly when they mean to. Throwing a little Lord of the Rings Gandalf wisdom there. So let me see, making sure I got all the right parts to this enchanted Ford Anglia with the cool blue pieces that are going into this. And it's been a while since I've seen one of these. I guess I haven't built up a Lego city set lately, but a small decal sticker where you add the set number, but it's also the license plate number, I think. Or maybe this one isn't. No, this one isn't. It's 7990 TD. But anyway, that's the sticker piece to be the license plate number for this Harry Potter car, or this Ford Anglia car, but for the Harry Potter set. Let me use the brick separator here to place it. Yeah, it's still sticking out. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into the, this is serious, gotta take the glasses off to really see up close the distance here. Not that anyone's gonna notice once the sticker's on. Anyway, it's on there, it works. I think it's a little bit at an angle, but if I need to fix it later, I will. Stickers. The UCS set, thinking of stickers, if someone's built up that UCS Death Star, and what was it? Was it 80 stickers? Somebody, oh gosh, I forget the number, but oh my gosh, 80 stickers. That would be tedious. That would be tedious. Silly Bird says, how was your day? Alexander says, I built the hamster and the New Year horse sets. Oh, the New Year horse sets. That one looks cool too. Yes, lots of good stuff. Pretty good, Silly Bird. Thanks for asking. It's a Friday. You can't complain. How was your day, Silly Bird? How are you guys doing? Are you also building? Are you adding anything to your collection? Tommy got a serious haul there, 9 sets. And then I know other people shared their haul. Let's see. Silly Bird got that's it. Silly Bird got the Ninjago Blacksmith set. Chris Vick was asking about Wicked and Wizard of Oz. Yep, those were there. I think FGT got a few sets as well. So very cool. My day was good. Excellent, Silly Bird. And you know, building up that Ninjago Blacksmith set, that's got to bring a little bit of fun and joy to your day. That set looks so cool. Definitely a set I would love to add to our collection for, whoops, what did I do? I skipped, oh no, okay. I'm getting a little out of order here. But yeah, that would be a great addition to the collection. What I need to do first, I gotta do a couple things, but one is to get my Ninjago City out, the big modular, vacuum that, take it apart and rebuild it, because it's kind of like needs a tune-up. It's been on display for a while and some dust has collected on it. And then also, what was the other issue? I've knocked into it because it's on my desk, my work desk, and I've knocked into it a couple times and knocked off the top part. I put it back on top. I put the top, the Ninjago City has like a big green tower at the top, which is kind of like the top level of the sushi restaurant, and like a secret office or something. I forget from the movie what it is. There's a bathroom in there and everything, but it's a pretty cool build. But then it has a lot of radar dishes and antenna at the top, which are easy to knock off if you just walk next to the set, because everything just kind of sticks out at the top. And I've done that several times where I've, hit it on accident and just put everything back on top without really looking at where it goes. And so now I think it just needs a rebuild. And I love that set. So it's kind of a fun excuse to rebuild it as well. Instead of, going crazy and trying to join in the frenzy of all these other people buying up the 2026, well, not even just 2026, just buying up Lego in the first week and a half here of 2026. I think that will be a fun thing. I'll have to plan a live stream just doing that. Mayo invited me to a 24-hour live stream that he's gonna or hosting. I think it's probably started already since he's in Australia, so maybe that's already started. But maybe I could do something like that. Jump in on that one with Ninjago. I'm not sure, but it would be fun to talk about that set. A classic, one of my favorite Lego set of all time. Talk about the Ninjago City. So speaking of Ninjago City, I saw more of not a review, but other people who have shared, not the blacksmith set, but what was the 15th anniversary Ninjago set? What's that one called? Let me see. 15th anniversary Ninjago set. That one's the Old Town. There it is. The Old Town 15th anniversary set, $300 set. But I've seen some more promo pictures of that one. And the minifigures and the interior builds, kind of like how it built up the interior builds to this astronomy tower. I think, if you like Lego, you end up getting really interested in the set and the mini builds like that. Of course, the minifigures are great too. It reminds me of another set that we have for Ninjago. So I'm gonna have to pull that one out and see. But the minifigures on this look pretty darn cool. I'll add it to the wish list. But anyway, I was thinking, oh, you know what? That might be a set to get also, or maybe just to add to the wish list. There's so much to collect. There's so much you want to add to your Lego collection. It never ends. And I guess that's the intent. I don't know if Lego realizes how much I know they do, because they make tons of these big, expensive Lego sets. But do you think they're aware of what they were doing to a point at where they have just captured so many people's natural desire or whatever of wanting to collect and build Lego sets? Like, as a kid, this was just a fun toy and I wouldn't consider it like a pastime. But as you get older now and you collect Lego as a grown-up, it's like, there's just so much to it that I really like. But I talk to like my kids and, others they know in their peer group, and it seems like it's the Lego collecting, the brick building stuff has really become even more popular, more interested, or more younger people are interested in it also. So, and then you add to it the different themes. Well, I mean, you guys are proof of all this, all the different themes, the types of sets you can collect. And, when you consider the pricing involved, it's like, if it's something else that cost $50 to $200 to $300 to $1,000, when you're talking about the UCS Death Star set, you're like, people see the Lego set, I know I do. You end up seeing the Lego set a lot more and the joy of having it and building it than you do the price tag sometimes, which you got to be very careful with, because there's a lot of people that talk about just swiping the card and buying, but yeah, you can't do that. I mean, you can, but not a good idea, right? So just the conscience of a lot of people around the world loving Lego, wanting to collect more and build. It's tied into some favorite themes that we all have, whether it's movies like Home Alone or TV shows when we were a kid, favorite other themed toys when we were a kid, and now there's just a lot more. So enjoying building up all these things. And then, you know, Harry Potter's not really a storyline or a theme I was ever super interested in, but the build itself is so cool to just do. Like this astronomy tower. I don't know the background of this, but the build is amazing and just having fun building it. So I'm going to finish this car and show it off because the car build is also fun. Can't say it's as amazing as the astronomy tower, but it's looking pretty good here. FGD says Lego really has a theme for everyone at this point. It's true. That's exactly how to say it. Mr. P is back. Welcome, Mr. P. Thanks for being here. Be our 17th like, Mr. P. That would be so cool. Be our 17th like. So as you guys join in, building up starting, I'm just going to get to this part, I think, for now, because I finished the astronomy tower. The previous build, 75953 Hogwarts Whomping Willow. This is apparently the name of this car, or the car has a name. Let me go back to what it was called. The Enchanted Flying Ford. I didn't know it was enchanted. A whole vehicle that is enchanted. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And the amount of pieces here doesn't seem like it's enough for the car, but we'll see. And if it is, I'm encouraged because I was starting to, I don't know, feel a little bit overwhelmed by like, oh man, there's a pile of small pieces here. How am I gonna try and get all this done within the live stream? But I think I can pull it off here. Whoops. And build the tail lights now. The build is really cool. I think this is the fun part, you know, when you get these kind of mid-range sets. And I don't know, I guess you don't necessarily get this with a modular set, you know, a sidecar build, and also a structural build. So again, I'm glad I got this set. I'm glad I found this set when I did, back when Walmart and other retailers used to have these really awesome discounted prices for sets like this. So that's not the case anymore, I don't think. People are buying Lego at the craziest prices ever. Alexandria, giving everyone high fives. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, let me finish up this enchanted Ford, and you can tell me if it looks enchanted, if it seems enchanted to you. But for 2026, after all the hype and the crazy Lego fans out there buying up Lego, I am gonna hold off and hopefully be able to get, that's kind of fun. This goes in upside down. There's no stud connection. It goes right here. So it kind of just slides in right there. So that's an interesting build technique to give the wheel well its shape like that. Love these Lego designers and what they come up with. Gives you a little fun twist to what you're working on. But yeah, for 2026, thinking probably to hold off on all the sets I just talked about and stay laser focused on finally adding the UCS set. The debate I had in my mind, and I think it's another thing Lego gets me with, is they had the UCS Death Star back out, or well, it's been out, but they had the UCS Death Star GWP out right before the January 1st release date. You could get the GWP with the UCS Death Star again. I didn't buy it because of the price, but it made me look at the set itself again and think, well, maybe I want to get that UCS set versus the Millennium Falcon, but the Millennium Falcon might retire this year. Apparently, we'll see. Alexander says there is a new, bigger version of the car if you're interested. Yeah, I was looking at it right now, Alexandria, because that's where I got the name. The Enchanted Flying Ford Anglia. It looks like it's a big fig build, 868 piece set, $79. And let's see here. Set number 76470. It's got fun. It's got a fun build inside it of the facial expression of Harry Potter, two printed faceplates of characters. So Lego's kind of doing a variety of figure type builds, but they're not minifigures. But if you're just catching the live stream, thank you for the 17 likes and leaving a like for Brick Therapy here. And he's got some extra minifig friends hanging on to him here on the build. Yes, 76470. Is that the one I just looked at? Yep, that's the one, Alexander. Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. FGT says, I couldn't get past the 4th Harry Potter book. That 5th one was like 800 pages. And that's when I figured out I was more of a math guy than a reading guy. Love it, FGT. I'm more of a building guy and just liking Lego sets guy. So I get you, man. Mage is here. Good to see you back, Mage. You will really like the rest of the book, says Tommy. So Tommy's read them. That's fun. Mage says, I'm going to buy a fake Lego from Mars Toy, the Welcome to Apocalypseburg Titanic, and the Batman animated series 4,000 piece set. Mage, going in with some big builds. Love it. Mage, I did a video on a knockoff set, I guess you could say fake Lego build of the Orthonc Tower. You know, 10% of the original price, which I couldn't turn down. So, and I wanted to experience the build to see if it's worth getting the real set maybe at some point. So yeah, check out that video I did. I did a video of building up a fake Lego version of the Orthonc Tower. And it turned out, it looks like it's a cool build. You know, it doesn't feel, when you are building, you know, knowing that it's not Lego, you're still kind of like, if it's not 100% like you got what you wanted, I guess is the only way to say it. But the final product, in fact, here it is. The final product still looks cool. So there it is right there next to the lamp. If you guys can see that. There it is. Ironically right above a Lego bag, but it's not Lego. So there it is. Mage says over 16,000 pieces. Wow. Mage Wizard, you will love the what is it? The Batman animated series set. That's cool, Mage. So you said Mars Toy. I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that one. That's kind of cool. FGT says, I've started watching the show after building the set and didn't realize how peak it is. Oh, that's kind of fun. What was the set number? Which one, Mage? Are you talking about the one I built or the one you got? Or the one that FGT's talking about? So let me add the hood to our enchanted vehicle here. Come on, I can finish this car. This Ford Anglia, classic looking Ford, looks very cool. Oh, please don't tell me there's, okay, cool. Got some cool doors with a printed racing stripe kind of, not a racing stripe, but a printed stripe on the door. So again, the side build is making me love this set even more. From the Astronomy Tower's chocolate fountain to the Whomping Willow Ford build. Like, this car's looking fun already. Let me complete the effect. We've got a suitcase. I don't think I need to put anything in it. Just 2 suitcases that go in the trunk. You know, the thing with these Harry Potter builds is all these little accessory pieces that don't connect to anything. Like, they don't have any stud connection, so they fall. And I think I've already dropped quite a few of these things. Oops, the door almost, because I didn't put the door on right. So, but I love these type of pieces too, these curved pieces here. So, Mage says, what was the set number? Good price set, bad shipping prices. Oh, yes. Or, depending on where it's coming from, like when I got the knockoff Orthonc Tower, it was like, I want to say a 6-week or so shipping time frame. They always give you a shorter time frame than that, but it definitely was longer than, the 2 weeks or so they said that the set would come in, but that's okay. I got it, got to do the build during our Thanksgiving holiday, and it was a super fun build. The only thing, I don't know, with the ones that you got made, the other thing I pointed out in my review video was that you don't get all the pieces. There's always missing pieces from those knockoff sets. Thankfully, the missing pieces that I didn't get were easy to replace. They were just like 1x4 bricks or 1x2 bricks. I think maybe a couple 4x4, or no, what would be the number? Maybe 5x5 square plates, but that was it. Because there was a lot of like specialty pieces in that set, especially the slope pieces and jumper pieces and everything that I would not be able to replace. And trying to order that stuff and tell that company, hey, I didn't get all the pieces that are supposed to come with this, is like they're not gonna they're not gonna send them to you. Ooh, this is cool. We got a trunk here, or a boot if you're in England. Put the little suitcases in the trunk, and does it close over them cleanly? I guess I gotta make sure that part works. Oops. Do one. Yeah, and then it closes over the suitcases. That's kind of fun. Gotta see. Oh, because that's why there's a little hinge piece that you can't block one. There we go. So there's the suitcases nicely snugged in there, and then there we go. Nice little mechanical effect there, sorta. And all right, let me stay. Speaking of laser focus, let me be laser focused on this. On the rest of the Ford Anglia here. Get the back part of the car all built. This baby blue color looks really, really nice. It's just a fun, I guess, yeah, kind of a classic car color look. I don't know if you see many modern cars with this color and think it looks normal or whatever. It would definitely look customized, but for this car and classic cars, I think this might have been a normal kind of paint job, paint look to everything. All right, we got the windshield, and oops, trying to rush through this. All right, starting to look more authentic. Oh, I didn't even realize how consistent the striping went all the way across. Didn't even notice that, because these are all white plates right here, and this part on the door is printed. Fun surprise there in the build. That's kind of cool. Didn't realize that was going to be a consistent stripe piece that went all the way across. Man, this car build is pretty sweet. This set has been in the backlog for so long. It's like, oh, the potential that waits in the backlog. You're talking about getting 2026 sets. Consider the treasure trove that's already in your storage. Build up those. So can't complain, although I'm not making these pieces snap together very well. Okay, and then we got the rear windshield. Oh, it connects here. So we got the rear windshield and canopy roof. Looking cool. Whoops. I can make it stick. And oh, that looks great. Love the little slow pieces to kind of give it a classic car shape, a little more angle to the back there, and the rear fender. Even some tires to put on, and that's the last part. Oh, there can't be extra pieces like that. What did I miss? Do I have a panel missing somewhere? I don't think I do. Huh. There's no way. I don't think that's an extra piece, but I got one of these here. But I can't see where else it would go. I don't know about the live stream. I always end up with an extra piece that I don't think should be an extra piece, but I don't know what it would be. So thanks guys for the 19 likes. Mage says, nice car. Yes, exactly, right? Let's see, Alexandria says, not Emerald. Psh, hey, not Emerald. Sorry, just caught the fact that you're here. I just got scared for my life. I spent $60 on a Lego set only to figure out it might go to my other house. Are you serious, Emerald? So that not Emerald, does that mean it's gonna be miles and miles away from you? Like you shipped it to the wrong address. It sounds like it's still okay, but can you change? Maybe you can update and change the shipping address. That is not fun. You're like looking forward to a build and now it's going somewhere else. All right, there we go. Look at that. That looks so cool. Oh, okay, so they contacted Lego. That's good. Although they haven't replied. Oh, FGT says, Lego actually forgot one of my ball joint pieces for the rock mech side build in my Dragon of Life set. So now I have the mech without a right hand. Are you serious? I've not had the weirdest thing. I ordered a Lego set. This is like, I guess 3 years ago. I ordered a Monkey Kid set. And they sent me a totally different theme set. It was something I would have never gotten. It looked like a cool build. I think maybe it was another Monkey Kid set, but they got the wrong one. It was like the same size set in terms of piece count and everything, but it was a totally wrong set. And I told Lego about it, and they said take a picture of your receipt and everything and send that in. And then I emailed it to them, and then they sent me the correct set, and they said we'll send you a label to return the other set if we need it. And then I never got anything from them. So I asked, and they said something like, oh, if we want that set back from you, we'll let you know. It was like basically keep it. Like getting a extra Lego set, you know, that's crazy. And they sent me the replacement, which was cool. It wasn't too expensive a set, probably like a $40 set, but still though. Well, hopefully you can get yours, the set you ordered, man. Yeah, because $60 is a lot of money. That's true, not Emerald. Well, thanks guys for being here and joining with me. We built up some cool stuff. We built the Enchanted Anglia car for Harry Potter. We built up two more minifigures right there. We got the younger Harry Potter and the younger Ron, and the older versions are on this side from the Astronomy Tower. And the best part is the Astronomy Tower is looking so good. It's all built up. The exterior plus the interior builds are so cool. I think this doubles up as a great display and play set for sure. And if you think modulars are too expensive, this might be the way to go. These Harry Potter sectional builds are really good. So yeah, not Emerald, don't worry, man. I will be live streaming again very soon, Lord willing, tomorrow. So thank you guys for being here. 78 minutes in. Let's go. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Alexandria, for being the mods. Love it, you guys. Thank you. Have a good start to your weekend.